It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Café is open for business. Live from the AMP Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Café and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Café. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome, man, to the Brooklyn Café in the morning show.
Brunch show to you.
Morning, you know what lunch minus morning equals?
Lunch minus morning.
Yes.
Brunch?
Brunch!
That's better than dinner.
That's, I don't want to be late for dinner, I can tell you that much.
Dinner and lunch, brunch. Good brunch. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Happy, what's today, Wednesday? Happy Wednesday, July 5th, everyone. 2022. We are well on our way to a new year.
That's correct. Now, the opening you saw is the wrong opening. That is our lunch opening. We do have a brunch opening, but we'll play it, I guess, Monday.
We'll be playing it.
Monday.
Or we'll be playing it Monday.
There's no other brunch. Monday, Wednesday, 11 to 1 o'clock is 1 o'clock plus. It depends on how I'm feeling, but I have an idea for that 1 to 2, but we're going to get there.
And we're going to see how your partner does over here.
Nah, I got something. My partner can sit back and relax.
So what you got going on? Nice shows we had last night. Talked about goals. Word of the day was goals. Well, we talked about goals.
Not me.
Then Jordana talked about goals. We're giving up on resolutions. At least I am giving up on resolutions.
You and Jordana were talking goals. I ain't talking goals.
Why?
Because when I came in here today, I had a book of goals.
And
when I walked through the door, they all went out the window.
Why?
Because everything changed.
Everything changes when you walk in. I know.
Everything is not copacetic.
The whole situation of technology, but we are good and we're rolling and we're just setting goals like everybody else in business. And just when you start to get up and get rolling, life happens and it's a speed bumps.
You just love to throw that at me.
What, life?
No, goals.
Goals.
Yeah.
We made goals and they're actually stuck to my makeup mirror in the back of the studio in my green room. All our goals that we talked about yesterday are there. We talked about business goals. We talked about not only goals for business, but talked about also our employees setting up goals for what we're looking for on new crew and new staff and bringing everyone together as a whole.
Well, let me ask, Alana, are we on the board?
Good morning, Don and Freddie. We hear you.
Okay, that's the radio. Are we on social media? Because I don't see it.
She's looking.
She's looking. She's on the wrong board.
Good morning. I guess that's Ryan. Good morning, WWNN. You can find us live on WNN at 95.3 FM, 96.9 FM, 1470 AM, and on your iHeartRadio app if you're listening anywhere out of the South Florida area at AM 1470. So check it out. Also, soon to be live streaming once we get that up and rolling all over social media at the Brooklyn Café TV. So a lot of great things happening. Again, thank you to Jody for giving us this opportunity to be live. Monday, we're already looking for some food contestants. We are doing a food contest. So if you like to cook, even a little bit, just means a little bit more than me. We are doing a food contest competition with Precious Treasures Gourmet Foods Butter. So you can be a judge, you can enter a recipe, and then how are we gonna pick and choose who comes in? We can have a lot of great chefs here.
I'm gonna pick it.
Because you like food.
That's right. No, we're gonna have a bunch of people pick it.
What kind of recipes? Anything?
Anything. It has to be delicious.
So I'm thinking we take the donuts from Moonray Donut.
No, you see, that's where I was going. That's not fair. I came up with that.
What, the French toast?
How do you eat his donuts?
Well, no, when they get stale.
Well, that's you could be.
Then you take the butter, you put it in the skillet. I'm thinking the vanilla butter.
You rebound very well.
You put it in the skillet. I got a lot of years of training.
You are the best rebounder I've ever seen.
A lot of years of training on that one. But it's all good.
Now, everything, I wanted to talk a little bit about, we're going to have the butter bread. We're doing a segment, bread and butter, on Monday.
Yes.
For this show. But I wanted to talk about, Alana, you got my music? I wanted to talk about New World Order.
Okay.
Because New World Order what I've been talking about reminds me of some old movies. So I'm going to play a bit here to see if you know what this music is. That is, if Alana can find it.
Well, that's going to set up our next segment because we've got the South Florida Symphony joining us. So
That's why I did that.
they definitely have a leg up on me on this one because I'm not so good at music lyrics. Maybe I can figure out what movie it's from. All right.
That's if she. Did you find it?
Nothing downloaded. All right. We'll have to work on it a little bit
It's
later.
downloaded. I put it in myself.
She's going
It's
to
all the
find
way
it.
at the bottom.
But we've got big news, though. Alana, who is running our board, and Alana, I'm going to announce it. Next Saturday, January 15th, South Florida Fair is the Miss South Florida Fair competition. So just take a listen, take a look at your inbox. You'll be getting a newsletter soon with some really exciting information coming out of our studios with regards to one of our producers. And Amp Media Productions is the sponsor of someone who is competing in that competition.
Are we allowed to say it?
I can't say until she says, and she can't say until she downloads your music, and she can't download your music till she finds it. So welcome to my brain. Freddie, where do you have
It
it?
says, you know what? Never mind. Let's move on. The bid is blown. She can't find it. She can't find it.
So we'll move on. But last night we talked about Tell Us Your Biz, and really what we are working to do, and we're hoping you are all listening, is to help amplify your impact in business. So give us a call at the radio station live, 888-565-1470. Say hi to Ryan on the board. Let us know what you're doing for lunch. Let us know of something great that you're doing, or let us know how you're actually changing and up-leveling your business, and anything we can do to help.
Why are you
let us know.
complicating it so much?
I want him to call us.
No, why don't you just say, let us know you got a business. We tried this last night.
Okay, let
If
us
you
know
got
you
a
have
business, give us a call. Make sure you hit Studio A, because it'll go over there and there ain't nobody over there.
Well,
Studio
Ryan
B.
will answer the phone.
Or we're going to have Ryan answer.
Yeah.
888-565-1470.
What's the number?
888-565-1470. You say hello to Ryan, and you come on. If you got a business, tell us what your business is, where it's located, a phone number or a website, and then you go.
Ever think
Really
of the word
simple.
8?
8.
8. It's like the number 8 or I ate lunch.
Listen, I had to take abuse from you and Jordana Fawcett last night because it's yours with apostrophe S and the this and the that and the this and the that. You know, what do I look like? I'm Puerto Rican. I can barely speak English.
Well,
Now you want me to put apostrophes.
your kindness word of the day, your random act of kindness of the day. We'll have that coming
Well,
up
we
in
might
the
as well
next
put
hour.
that. Is that next hour? Or this
As soon
hour?
as-
You got all these elements. She can't find that either.
Where Alana is getting situated. We got Haley, we got Bailey. Bailey is working on.
Haley and Bailey, forget it. It's like a giant tongue twister this morning.
We got a whole lot going on, but it's a whole lot. We got all the girls on the set there today.
I'm confused.
And wait till you see what
And
Bailey
only
is
have the lights
creating.
on.
Wait till you
This
see
is a mess.
what Bailey is creating, a caricature of you.
Why me?
Because she starts with you, because you're a whole lot easier and more fun to draw than me,
No, I disagree with all that. I think that you do that on purpose.
always. All right, we're out, we're streaming. You can find us all over social media at the Brooklyn Café TV, live on WWNN, 888-565-1470, or as Freddie says, 888-565-1470. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we've got something really exciting. We've got the South Florida Symphony joining us. They are located in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and we are bringing them up to our county. So we've got a lot of great guests joining us virtually as part of the symphony. So stay tuned. Quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Amy Reshevsky can help you choose the right piece that will add some magic to your space. Amy Reshevsky can help you choose the right piece that will add some magic to your space. Amy Reshevsky has a wide range of art, from abstracts to mosaic tapestries, and she paints on different surfaces, such as reverse painting on glass, tables, wall hangings, and sculptures. Her work can be ordered online at amyreshevsky.com, or you can come in and see it in real time at the Brooklyn Cafe Art Gallery. She also does commission work, so if you have an idea in mind, she can make it a reality. She invites you to reach out to her at Facebook or at email at amyreshevsky@gmail.com. That's amyreshevsky@gmail.com. Have an artful day.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
We hope you're enjoying this episode of the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. Whether you enjoy watching in the mornings or afternoons, you can now watch with your favorite merchandise. Choose from the Brooklyn Cafe t-shirts, ranging from sizes small to 3XL. Colors available include black, dark heather, and navy. Feeling chilly? Just check out our latest hoodie with over 9 colors to choose from. Sip on some Brooklyn Cafe coffee with Dawn and Freddie in a matching mug as seen on set. Brooklyn hats and special seasonal items are always popping up and available upon request. To purchase, you can visit our online store at brooklyncafe.tv/shop. Happy shopping!
2020 has been a year like no other. 2020 The Game is an exhilarating board game where players struggle to collect 270 electoral votes and win the White House. All while navigating through the challenges of a global pandemic, an international toilet paper shortage, the invasion of murder hornets, state of emergency lockdowns, and civil unrest, just to name a few. Roll the dice and see what fate awaits you. Purchase yours today. Available at 2020-thegame.com, Palm Beach outlets, Amazon, and Walmart.com.
Watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
Let's go.
And I hope you can hear us.
All right. What you got
All right,
cooking?
so I was talking about New World Order.
Okay.
New World Order means doing what we're doing under a new way of getting it done.
Okay.
And if you can't decide, if you can't figure out how to make it work, you're going to be left behind. So I was going to play this music for our guests that we're going to bring on. You got the music? Put it on there, baby. So, in the old country, just when you think you were getting out, they bring you back in. Right? Because
Yes.
it's New World Order. It's
New
about
World Order.
changing the way we used to do things and making it work under these circumstances.
Back to the old times.
I even wore my bit ring.
Is that what it is?
I swear to God, we get, and then I'm hearing it in my ear, and then I swear to God, we get more sillier by the day.
You definitely do.
Right? But I set it up for your guests.
I'm excited to bring on our
Because
guest.
that's what I think about when I think of the guests, this magnificent people that are coming on.
You know, you and I were talking, we went over to the Parker, and we're looking, hopefully, God willing, that things will stay open, and if we can get something going in the spring of going to Parker, which is the new branding of the Parker Playhouse in Fort Lauderdale. It has had a multi-million dollar renovation, and it is truly spectacular. You talk about New World Order, but they have kept the old world. They've kept the beauty and the traditions and the classiness of the original Parker Playhouse, but they've brought it up to scale with a new lobby and new box office and new dressing rooms and new bathrooms, a new stage, all new equipment. It is spectacular, but it's kept the old with the new. So we are looking to bring a concert together there in the spring in March or April. And then I met this fantastic gentleman a couple of weeks ago, just when you least expect where you're going to meet somebody. It was the same place I ran into our good friend Carmen Medina. I met Mark Nedlin, and we were talking between our mass and between the music, and basically ended up passing out cards, and I contacted him. He is the Miami Development Director of the South Florida Symphony. So let's bring everybody over because they're all connected. We've got Jacqueline Lorber, we've got Mark Nedlin, we've got their composer with us, and we got everyone coming over? And there we go. We have everyone with us.
Hi, thank you.
How you doing?
We are well. Actually, Jacqueline Norber is right next to me here. And we have Sabrina Alfonso Maestra. We're actually in the symphony offices for the Wilton Manor.
And then we've got John on his own from the comforts and safety of his home. It is such a pleasure to meet you, everyone. So, Mark, since I met you, tell us what you do with the South Florida Symphony.
So this is my 4th season with the South Florida Symphony. I've been charged to make whatever that would be happening here in Fort Lauderdale happen in my life. So my job is to grow audience, grow our footprint.
And Jacqueline is the founder?
No, Sabrina is the founder and Maestra and music director.
Sabrina is the founder. I saw, Sabrina, that this started out as a brainchild of yours in Key West.
That's correct. I'm a 6th generation comp, and as I was in Baltimore, Maryland, I started several orchestras and I've done a lot of children's concerts and realized that as a child I didn't have this opportunity, and it sort of gave me the idea to go down to the West and talk to a few people and see if they're interested, and they were. And it's within a year we had a season, and after about 12 years, I realized that it's a great orchestra, and that there was definitely a hole in the whole South Florida region with no major orchestras. And so we moved the offices up here. We still play in the West, but I'm definitely here in Fort Lauderdale, Miami.
And then you brought it up to the South Florida area. I never knew that a generation of Key Westerners are called conchs.
Yes. The conch shell, the conch shell.
And then you bring Jacqueline on board, highly apparently overqualified for the position, Jacqueline. But you went, I'm all in.
Yeah, I did. And I'm so happy that this thing never happened.
Alana, you got to raise the guest. It's way too low. Nobody can hear it on the radio.
And tell us about John.
Well, John, jump in or speak.
Go ahead, John.
Well, I'm the composer in residence at the South Florida Symphony Orchestra, and I'm very excited to have been associated with this organization. It's just amazing what Sabrina and Jacqueline and Mark have done to keep the orchestra together and put together a remarkable season this year. Despite the pandemic and having to close down the season in the 2021, but we're really looking forward and very excited about the upcoming concerts in Miami and at the Parker Playhouse.
So you guys, as serendipitous as it always is, are going to be at the beautiful Parker Playhouse. I believe it's the end of this month, correct?
We'll be there on January 19th, and we've been named Partner in Arts by the Ballard Center. We do our alignment of our missions, the way that we approach education, and the artistic excellence is all tied into what we do at their partner. And we're so fortunate to be able to do that. They just completed a $30 million renovation, and it is now one of the symphonies with great exposure being there and being partnered with them, and our audiences are bigger and better than ever, and it's a tremendous opportunity for us to be with them and to be able to market by them as part of the partnership.
And what are some of your goals as far as expanding and getting back out there? I know everyone is being very COVID safe, and the Parker takes tremendous precautions about getting music back out into our community. Why is this so important to the symphony? Because this is different. This talk about old school again, Freddie, right? It's going back to the classics.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you're right. And we have taken it very seriously. All our musicians are vaccinated and actually have been required to get the booster because of this new strain. We do wear masks on stage, and unfortunately, the brass and wind can wear the mask as they play, but they have to put them back on when they're not playing or if they're on break or any walking around. We do take contact with them. It's important, I think, for everyone to be able to try to have a life, but at the same time, we don't want to go into any more of the COVID getting spread or getting people sick. And so we're very careful. I can say that since we've been open and have had concerts that we haven't had any of our musicians get sick, because of the concert. And so we're very happy about that. And I think that Parker has been, the Bauer Center in general, the whole attitude towards having how the audience comes in made it all safe. And so we're just happy to be able to go and perform live. However, if something happens that we can't perform, we will definitely do it virtually. We have done the season before. All 6 of our concerts virtually, and we would immediately prepare to do that if necessary. Because it's important that the music, if you ever come to a live concert, it's something that it does fulfill the soul. It's intellectual, it's passionate, it's emotional, and this upcoming concert, especially with the Symphony and Symphony Number 6, both of these pieces have a beautiful story to them and have emotion that run the gambit, and it's just important that people are able to express and fulfill their soul with this type of music. I mean, people that really enjoy going to concerts, live concerts, they feel it when they don't have that experience. It's important to their soul feeding, and it's important for us to be able to give that to the community.
It is important. Music fills the soul. John, tell us about what it's like to be a scholar, composer in residence.
Well, it's been a great honor and a tremendous cooperative, and we've had just a great time working with the symphony and our music director, Maestro Alfonso. It's been very helpful that she's been so supportive, and she just has an enthusiasm for my music, and I'm looking so much forward to her directing the upcoming piece that I've written, Princess Yerbaskaya. This is a work that first and foremost is a white-hot, passionate love story about the princess and her relationship with Tsar Alexander II of Russia during the 19th century. So the music tries to capture the hunger and desire that the princess and the Tsar have for each other, but also the tragedies that befall them during their lifetime, as well as some of the joys that ensue from this Tsar, who was quite liberal and enlightened. He freed the serfs, and I tried to capture these emotions that contrast the love and the loss and the work of the serfs and their freeing. So I'm really very much looking forward to Maestro Alfonso conducting the orchestra, and it's been a great pleasure to work with her.
And this will be at the Parker?
This will be at the Parker Playhouse on January 19th, and it'll be in Miami at the Temple Israel on the 20th.
How large is the symphony, the orchestra? How many members do you have currently?
We, for this concert, will probably be about 70 or 72 players. We have up to 85 players on stage, just depending on what instruments are needed. So it's a pretty large symphony orchestra can perform all of the orchestra repertoire. One of the things I want to say is this Princess Sky is we have recorded it with Don's other piece, Sunset, and it's on the Naxos label, and it's available. But this will be a world premiere. We're supposed to perform it, and we're not able to. We had to close down for the season, so we're looking forward to being able to do this season. And it has been a real pleasure working with John. His music, you can always visually or see his music, see what his music is about. He does have a gift of being able to bring out what he's trying to portray, and I think it's easily able to be gotten by the audience, what's sometimes hard for some composer to do. So he's had a very successful run with us, and I think we actually already have a piece that we're doing of his next season that he's written and have sent me the score to. What's the name of the new piece that you guys sent me, John?
This is Ocklawaha. It's about a river in Florida and the some of the many problems that the Indians and the slaves in the state have had about our Civil War. So I'm looking forward to the orchestra and Maestra Sabrina performing this next year.
Well, I thank you all so much. Jacqueline, what is the website so people can buy tickets and get more information? I know for fundraising and donations, they're always looking to bring awareness to South Florida.
Thank you so much. It's southfloridasymphony.org, and that is .org. And of course, all the words are spelled out, South Florida Symphony. And I just want to add that when we have the concert in January, not only will we be in the Parker and Greater Miami, but also be able to see the piece. And John will be addressing the audience as part of his involvement with us. We do a lot of entertainment, and there'll be also some opportunities for our kids that we work with in our Symphony Schools education program. So we welcome you to join us at the concert, and look forward to sharing great news with you in the future. And we love your magic. We got one of those here in the office. Spirit.
Thank you. Well, we thank you all so much for joining us. Anything we can do to help bring awareness to the culture and arts that are in South Florida, please let us know. More to come. Congratulations to you all. Stay safe. Happy New Year. It has been a pleasure. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, more live on WWNN with the Brooklyn Café Brunch. What's for lunch for you? Well, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
AMP Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses with added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact AMP Media Productions at 866-224-5422.
With enough butter, anything is good. Tori Wells from Precious Treasure Gourmet Foods thinks so, because she single-handedly updated and expanded butter's possibilities. From compound, savory, sweet, and spicy, her freshly made butters aim to please. I don't know about you, but I've never really seen butter this versatile before, and now so feasible. With online shopping, just visit PreciousTreasuresGourmetFoods.com, because at Precious Treasures, Tori is working on the best artisan gourmet foods to every table. Remember, guys, true love.
Even though some things are far away, we plan for them ahead of time because they're important. When it comes to your celebration of life, it's really no different. You want to plan ahead now so your family doesn't have to later, and create a service that reflects your values, character, and traditions, no matter what they may be. At Dignity Memorial, we listen to every detail and make sure everyone is remembered.
Creative, enchanting, whimsical. Artist Gina Bella is always creating artwork based on real stories and emotions, expressed through Italian papers, paints, flowers, metals, and clay. Her feelings and stories come to life. Complete with glittery diamond dust over paintings and pottery, Gina Bella is always creating new pieces and commissions. You can find her work in staging homes, family Christian bookstores, New Jersey boutiques, and the Brooklyn Café Gallery, where she offers personal guided tours of her latest art pieces. Gina can also be found hosting weekend art camps, where she teaches adults and children pottery, painting, and jewelry. For more information on Gina Bella and her art, contact livinglifeartfully@gmail.com or give a call to 954-857-5444.
Coffee News is a fun, family-friendly weekly publication provided free to restaurants, coffee shops, and waiting areas for customers to enjoy. Grow your business today through the power of effective, affordable advertising. Coffee News is an active marketing medium specializing in the ongoing weekly promotion of your business. This builds awareness for your company so you become known as the leader of your industry and develop brand awareness so people think of you first when they want your services or products. Maximize your visibility and achieve outstanding results. For more information on Coffee News, contact sunrisecoffeenews@mail.com or give them a call at 954-951-7870.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. I am so glad today we got an early start. Where are we headed anyway?
Who knows? Wherever this glorious day takes us, and we'll take Don Pablo along too. Rich and flavorful with low acidity and notes of caramel. No matter where you're going or where you end up, Don Pablo never disappoints.
Excuse me, is that Don Pablo coffee?
Sure is.
Do you have any more?
Sure do. Then hop in.
No matter where life takes you, Don Pablo Coffee is always there to pick you up.
Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie
And we're back.
We are back to Brunch Hour, the Brooklyn Café Show. Yes.
We got some homework.
We got some homework to do. This
What is
segment
this
of
portion of the show?
brought to you by BrooklynCafe.tv. You're interested in getting some coffee news and a bag of our Brooklyn Café Show coffee? Check it out at our merch store, BrooklynCafe.tv. grab your favorite bag of Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, or you can even come right here to the studio and pick it up.
You know, you're funny because I never know what she's going to do. So I guess I'm holding
Well,
the
it's
coffee
brunch. What goes better with brunch than coffee and the coffee news?
I sent him over to our famous place on
Yamato?
On Yamato, because I like to go there for breakfast. Yeah, I know you can hear this. I'll take it out. I like to have breakfast and have something in my hands to read. And Joey's little newspaper here, where are you? Which has Dawn. Now, this is the one in Boca.
Correct.
We're also in down south.
Correct.
Which has my ugly mug on it. But this has everything in here. And King Devo, everybody else, we talk. If you get an ad in this piece, we call you to do a segment on the show as well. So we're giving you a twofer.
A twofer. What's news? What are the tips, the trivia? Let's do a trivia question of the day. I think it's brunch time.
Are you really doing it?
I am. We need a trivia question of the day. We've got our kindness that we're going to be spreading as well. If you know this question, can we win a free bag of Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee?
Even maybe a shirt.
All right, call the radio station if you know the answer to this trivia question. 888-565-1470.
This is easy. You want easy or hard?
How easy?
Very
Do you know
easy.
it?
Yes. Wow. Yes, I know it.
Does
It's super
Alana
easy.
know it?
I'm going to give you the hard one.
All right, what's the hard one?
The bird known as the kookaburra is native to what country? The kookaburra.
The kookaburra. The kookaburra.
The kookaburra.
I know the song. The kookaburra sits in the old oak tree. Was that it? It's the old oak tree. I'm really not good with song lyrics. You know that song? All right, what country is the kookaburra bird from? Call into the radio station 888-565 and win a bag of our Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee. And this segment brought to you by Coffee News.
Coffee News. Get your coffee news. Call Joey at 954-951-7870. Tell him the cafe sent you. If you get an ad in here, you will be called by us to come and highlight your business. Now, we opened it up at the beginning of the What you say?
I can't give the answer away because people will hear us.
No, you can't give the answer away. What is the question? I didn't remember the question.
What country is the kookaburra bird from?
What country is the kookaburra? Is that a real bird?
Kookaburra sits in the old oak tree. What tree
It's
does
funny
the kookaburra
because
sit in?
Because Alana knows this.
Alana knows
because
every answer.
She's a kookaburra.
She's doing a good
Turn
job.
human form.
She watches a certain show. She must watch like the Discovery Channel and see all of that.
For this question, you
I
gotta
get-
watch, Animal Kingdom or something. The kookaburra.
There's a show on Animal Kingdom that talks about the kookaburra.
Kookaburra?
The
Get outta
kookaburra
here.
bird. It's a famous show and it reveals all the answers.
Whatever you're drinking, keep drinking it because you're out of your mind. I've been alive twice your age and I never heard of a kookaburra.
Well, I'm excited that we are now working in partnership and collaboration with the Coffee News because it's great community outreach. It gives a lot of information. They've got recipes, and it is free for your business, your restaurant. If you want just a nice pickup free newspaper for people to have in your restaurant or place of business, just contact Joey at sunrisecoffeenews.com and get all of your information there.
It's funny. They had the last weeks, they had something about the Leaning Tower of Pisa. There is another Leaning Tower that has no fame, but it's older than the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
The Leaning Tower. I spoke to the Uffizi Society.
Every time you say that, I think
of your
of feet.
That's what. And Lisa Marie's going to be joining us. They've uncovered some spectacular works
But
of
I'm
art
going to
over
tell
in
you
Italy.
how bad it's gotten. I think of Uffizi's feet, and then I think
Not
of Alana
feces.
tap. Not feces, that's caca.
Uffizi.
Uffizi. I think of feet. And then I think of Alana and
taps.
And the time she was there. So you're going to have to
I'm
do
going
something
to
about
brain map your brain
Yeah,
and see
hell's
where that
wrong with
rolls
you?
out.
All right, so what did they do? They discovered what?
A lot of new artwork. Some classical art has been found and uncovered in Italy and around the world during this pandemic while people are cleaning out and restoring and staying put in isolation. They found some spectacular pieces.
Spectacular.
So Lisa Marie's going to be sending me over some information.
Well, I thought she was going to send you over the piece.
She's going to
You
send us
wish.
to Italy. Are you ready for a game? This game's actually a perfect brunch game, and it is for one of our producers, and
What are you
Freddie.
talking about now?
Here's a piece of paper. Grab a pen. All right, everyone at home, or just for some fun, you can keep track in your head.
What are you doing?
It is called the Picky Eater Test.
Oh, my God.
All right. You get 1 point for everything you will not eat.
Will not eat.
All right, you're going to find your score.
Okay.
All right. You will not eat ketchup, mayonnaise, mustard, ranch dressing, vinegar, soy sauce, cheese. Freddie has yet to mark a point. Blue cheese, raw fish, cooked fish, canned tuna, oysters, crab, shrimp, snails, chicken, beef, steak, pork, ham, turkey, bacon. Anything thus far?
1. Snails.
Alana has 6.
I got 1.
Garlic, tofu, onion, carrots, lettuce, cabbage, tomatoes, Brussels sprouts, zucchini, cauliflower, broccoli, you got to tell the truth, Freddie, bell peppers, spinach, cucumbers, asparagus, celery, eggplant,
Holy,
mushrooms.
you went too fast.
It's on the vegetables.
Asparagus?
Asparagus, celery, eggplant, mushrooms, pickles, beans, olives, avocado. Alana, how you doing in there? 22. All right, here's the rest. Peas, strawberries, oranges, watermelon, banana, apples, pineapple, grapefruit, grapes, coconut, wheat bread, sourdough bread, eggs, milk, coffee, tea, raisins, peanut butter, dark chocolate, white chocolate, yogurt, Nutella. What do you have?
6.
6. Alana, what do you have? 27.
How can you have 27 of anything? You eat all of that.
Did anyone else do it in the studio? 3.
3.
Haley had 3? What did Bailey have?
Bailey had 3.
Oh, she doesn't have headphones on. That's hilarious.
Haley had 3? That's interesting.
You had 6. 27.
You hit me with the
vegetables.
Snails. And you hit me with olives. I'm going to tell you something about olives. They should not be allowed on the planet.
So you don't eat snails, you don't eat olives. I know you don't
Celery, I can't stand.
Celery, peppers.
Peppers, I can't. I'm allergic to.
What are the other two?
Now,
they have to be vegetables.
The carrots have to be cooked.
That's
I won't
okay.
eat them raw.
They don't ask for our cook, just the vegetable. She only likes raw.
Of course, because you're Bugs Bunny.
Interesting, right? I thought that was, that was something very pertinent going with our crew over here.
Yeah, because they don't eat nothing.
And you eat everything.
Everything.
Which is why you're a foodie. This is perfect for you for
They
the brunch
call me
hour.
Mikey.
But I'm excited that we're launching some new merchandise for the Café show.
Yes, we started talking about that this morning. My son decides to call me at 6:30 in the morning instead of calling me last night to talk about the merch. We are going to have some cups available for sale. As a matter of fact, they're in this morning.
Oh, fantastic.
When you put a hot liquid in the cup, the Café logo melts into the cup.
Ooh.
And then when the cup gets cold, it covers it again. I thought that was like magically delicious.
You know, if you look at the evolution of our merch, this was our first OG.
That was a
from
gift.
6 years ago. This was from JoJo.
That was from JoJo.
She had given us a whole supply of these. We got 4 Freddies and I think 1 Dawn. I don't even know where mine is actually, but we have 4
I don't know
Freddies.
what happened. She doesn't know how to count.
No, I think they print them wrong. And then we've evolved to the next stage, and that's the 3rd one. And now we have the 4th one, which is I guess it's heat and cold sensitive.
Yes.
Wow, that'll be nice.
It is, and I told him to order a few because I don't know what you want to do with that many, but I don't know if you're giving them away. I don't know what you're doing.
Well, I know what we're doing because we are kicking off our BCTV merchandise store is what we're going to be doing, our segment.
And are we doing this in the wands?
I'm going to get some of those. The wands, I haven't quite figured out how to figure those out yet,
The
but I
wands
love
are
these.
easier than this.
But these I love. These are going to be like our little your lunch bells.
Somebody told me to crazy glue the wand on the belt, which
That's
I
a
thought
good
was
idea.
really, really clever.
Oh, we could do that.
Okay, Slick, you get a point.
Slick's been working so hard. He's not in today, but he's working really hard.
He's exhausted.
So he's doing fantastic. All right, you want to take a quick commercial break before we come up and wrap up brunch?
Let's do a quickie.
All right, let's take a quick commercial break. 888-565-1470. If you know what country the kookaburra bird is from, give us a call at the station, 888-565-1470, and win a free bag of organic, full bean, Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee brought to you from Don Pablo Coffee Growers and Roasters. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. The distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Proudly distilling out of West Palm Beach, Florida, Lost Harbor Spirits is a true treasure waiting to be discovered. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
Justin Mooney is special counsel of the Florida office of Hinman, Howard & Cattell Attorneys. Justin's practice focuses on tax, estate planning, guardianship, probate, and trust administration. His passion is to provide clients with sophisticated estate plans which carry out their wishes, reduce any potential taxes, and preserve wealth for future generations. The attorneys of Hinman, Howard & Cattell provide first-class legal services and have achieved a reputation for excellence for over a century, staying on the leading edge of the law. When you need representation or legal counsel, contact Justin Mooney at 561-276-1008 or jmooney@hhk.com.
Welcome to Mini Donut World, where the donuts are hot, fresh, and delicious, made to order and customizable by you. Gourmet specialty flavors such as apple pie, French toast, campfire, and strawberry cheesecake are always popular. Looking to tailor your appetite? Build your own mini donuts. Choose from over 18 flavored donut bases, add on your icing flavor, and choose from over 15 toppings and drizzles. While kids enjoy our design your own kits to take home, our 21 and over customers love our alcohol-infused donuts. Come visit Mini Donut World at 8763 Sterling Road in Cooper City. Have questions or want to place an order? Give us a call at 954-369-2301. We know you will love each bite of our deliciously distinctive mini donuts.
Watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Like the Godfather.
It is now. Welcome back. Welcome. This portion of the show is brought to you by
Dignity Memorial. Get your pre-planning arrangements in place now more than ever. It is time to give the gift of love to your family members so they don't have to worry about making plans and arrangements once you are gone, because unfortunately it all happens to us at all times. So put your arrangements in place now. Give Wayne a call for special New Year's pricing. Wayne is back in town. 561-654-9000. Wayne Henry, Dignity Memorial, or just text him for the information. Plus, put everything in place. Sign your documents. They have incredible opportunities. Insurance premiums, you can just pay it monthly and just take care of your needs. We started kicking it off yesterday with all of the information about documents and estate planning, and everyone just wants to get their business right on track. So get all of the must-dos, your honey-do list out of the way, and then enjoy your passion and your purpose.
That's right. Get the mess out of the way, and then you can have fun with everything else, because you're not even gonna know it's there once you take care of that business.
What else we got cooking for the rest of the show?
Well, the rest of the show, we're gonna be tuning in at 1 o'clock. We're gonna play some little trivia game.
You got some more games lined up?
Some more stuff lined up.
Business goals. What's your business goal of 2022?
And we're back to that again.
Yeah.
Back to that again.
Do you have one?
Me?
You.
Yeah, everything. Listen, I want to thank you for bearing with us, because this is us delivering to the radio station the elements and everything else. We're trying to get it correct. It's not as easy as it looks.
Well, things have changed during this. Right now we do things virtually, and we're relying on other people's audio also. So.
Yes, and we can't control that, so pardon if that didn't work out as well as we wanted to, but we will take care of it in the future. I got a plan.
So for more information, you can contact them at southfloridasymphony.org and find out dates of where and when they will be performing, and it's always about bringing arts and awareness to our community.
That's right, and that's a good cause. It's a good deal. We are also planning on doing some work down at the Parker, bearing what's going on around us sort of slows down and gets less crazy, but we're hoping to do that as well. Her JC's program tonight was postponed at West Palm, so we're not alone in this change of a world, but there's nobody in the studio with us except the producers.
And they're in another room.
They're
working
in
hard.
Another room. We're trying to keep everybody as safe as we can, but thank you for bearing with us. We will see you again next Monday.
Do you have any random words of kindness, like a gratitude
we have
piece?
it. You want to put it up?
Let's see. We have our act of kindness for today. Yesterday was buy someone a cup of coffee, show them you care, a latte. Let's see what today's words of kindness are.
You threw her for a cup.
You are braver than you think.
Yes, you are braver.
You are braver than you think. So go out there, live your passion, live your purpose. And what do they say? It is not work if you love what you do every day. So spread some kindness, some gratitude, and some compassion as we roll into 2022. Have a great afternoon. Stay tuned with us. We are continuing to stream all over social media, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and anywhere else you can find the Brooklyn Café TV. Thank you again to WWNN, and we will see you Monday on our brunch show.
Everything she said.
Have a great afternoon, everyone. We'll see you in a little bit.
Facebook or YouTube or any other social media platform at the Brooklyn Café TV.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Like butter. With
If you
enough
find
butter,
yourself in need
anything is
of legal
good.
representation, it can be a
Tori
very
Wells
stressful
from
time in your
Precious
life.
Treasure Gourmet
In my career,
Foods
I have dealt
thinks
with
so,
thousands of
because she
lawyers.
single-handedly updated and expanded butter's possibilities. From compound, savory, sweet, and spicy, her freshly made butters aim to please. I don't know about you, but I've never really seen butter this versatile before, and now so feasible. With online shopping, just visit PreciousTreasuresGourmetFoods.com, because at Precious Treasures, Tori is working on the best artisan gourmet foods to every table. Remember, guys, true love is like butter. There's no substitute for the real thing.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke? If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation, staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
We hope you're enjoying this episode of the Brooklyn Café TV show. Whether you enjoy watching in the mornings or afternoons, you can now watch with your favorite merchandise. Choose from the Brooklyn Café t-shirts, ranging from sizes small to 3XL. Colors available include black, dark heather, and navy. Feeling chilly? Just check out our latest hoodie with over 9 colors to choose from. Sip on some Brooklyn Café coffee with Dawn and Freddie in a matching mug as seen on set. Brooklyn hats and special seasonal items are always popping up and available upon request. To purchase, you can visit our online store at brooklyncafe.tv/shop. Happy shopping!
Even though some things are far away, we plan for them ahead of time because they're important. When it comes to your celebration of life, it's really no different. You want to plan ahead now so your family doesn't have to later, and create a service that reflects your values, character, and traditions, no matter what they may be. At Dignity Memorial, we listen to every detail and make sure everyone is remembered.
Watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Outdoor, wearing the
Outdoor
mask
venue.
and a bubble helmet, you should be safe.
What is your favorite thing to eat at a fair? Everything?
The apples.
Really?
What is it?
Caramel or the hard candy?
No, it's not called hard candy.
Do you like the candy apples?
Candy apples.
So they've got the hard red
the
sugary
red shell.
candy.
Yeah. I don't eat it anymore, but that's my favorite.
Better than the caramel?
Oh yeah, caramel came in later on.
Better than kettle corn? Hot dogs? Cotton candy? Funnel cakes?
No.
Sausage and peppers?
It was the red thing and a banana split.
Really?
The banana split is old school fun. Because back in the day, they didn't have many things. Banana split and that red stuff.
I think I'd go for the funnel cake and kettle corn.
That's
Alana,
for the
how about
movies.
you? Your favorite fair food?
She's a picky eater. She don't eat nothing.
I know. She's thinking about it. Oh. Funnel cake. Haley chooses funnel cake.
Funnel cake?
Yeah, it's like
What the hell's a funnel cake?
It's like a fried donut with powdered sugar.
How do you eat your donut with a spoon? That episode's coming up.
So that's coming up. So it'll be fun. We're going to go to
I
South
don't like
Florida.
funnel cake. It's too dry.
Or it could be oily. But that's like when you think of the
It
fair.
could be oily. I never heard of an oil funnel cake.
Well, yeah, they fry it. It's like a donut. It'd be good for Hanukkah. But when you go to a fair, what do you I haven't been to a fair since, oh my gosh. Chelsea was in high school.
I don't
Now
like
she's
fairs.
29.
I don't like fairs.
Why?
I tell you why. I went on that ride. It was spun around.
Well, your girlfriend got sick on you. And
It wasn't a girlfriend. It was a girl I just met.
Yeah, she got sick on you.
I met her on the ride.
No more Ferris wheels
And
for
she was
you.
all over.
I wonder what everyone else's favorite food is. Jay Harmon, what is your favorite food? Actually, Jay, we have to tell you that one of our new interns coming from FAU, you used to be her art teacher. And we think in middle school, she was saying.
Yes, and you passed her.
So that's pretty cool. So you'll get to meet her. She's in on Mondays and Fridays. So we've got a lot of new crew, a lot of new producers. And as we always say, as the new semester starts, bear with us because we are a working facility test tube is what I want to say. And they learn here and then they gain their wings.
Me a test
We're
tube?
like a test tube of learning production techniques. But we're also looking to expand our production up in North Carolina to Appalachian State University. So that's something exciting that we're working on with some new founders and donors up in North Carolina.
You missed the meeting this morning. That was a 45-minute meeting.
What was it, 6:30?
Yeah, but it's very complicated. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be.
I knew there was no way it was going to be easy. It's going to require some of us to go up to North Carolina and set that up.
To install it, that's one thing, but running it is another, and the programming. And you know, one of the problems is that there is no merchandise available.
I know. I ordered some things for my house, and they told me 5 weeks, and it's been 9, and they told me 3 months, and it's going to be 6. So getting merchandise in is. Chuck says,
It's a
why are you not
challenge.
upset? I go, how can I be upset? This is the world we live in.
And you were ordering.
It is what it is. The good news is I don't have to unpack my closets for 6 months because the closets are back ordered. So
Wow. I mean, there's just things that you can't get.
there's nothing you can do.
And there's nothing you can do.
Computer parts. The thing is, those little chips that control the world.
Non-existent.
That's the thing that controls everything that people don't realize how important that is. You know,
And-
Winter Olympics are coming.
Yes, I heard that the Chinese are trying to do everything in their power to stop the virus before the Olympics start.
How are they going to stop it?
Knowing the Chinese will probably bury people alive. Who knows?
It would be nice if we could stop the virus. It'll be interesting to see what happens because it is.
I came up with a new theory. And people aren't going to like it. Delta, no good. That could kill you. This Omicron, what happened to all the letters between D and O?
I wonder, you know, that's funny you say that because number one, I wonder how they come up with the names. Number two, I wonder how they know what variant you have because who's actually testing the different, they're Greek letters.
Right, there's a Greek alphabet.
So-
What happened between D and O? What about the rest of those letters? Right.
Alpha, beta, gamma.
So all those were variants that never took hold.
You think so?
I don't know. I think so, yes.
Interesting. It's
So-
like hurricane season. How many named hurricanes are there?
Well, they go through the alphabet.
So
and
the same thing, right? How many named
they go through
variants
the
are
list.
there?
So my theory is this.
Uh-huh.
DeSantis came out with this ridiculous thing that you don't have to do nothing, just get sick. Because what they're coming up with is easier to get this disease, this variant, than Delta, because this one allegedly, supposedly, doesn't kill you, especially if you've been vaccinated. You're just going to be in for a bumpy ride. If you haven't been vaccinated, you're going to get the stuff kicked out of you, but you're not going to die. And if you're sick and what they call that,
immunocompromised,
then it may be a problem if you're not vaccinated and you're compromised, because now you're talking about getting the worst of the case. But this particular variant, from what I'm looking at, they want us to get it out the way, because they're coming up with an anti-variant serum.
Antiviral?
Yep, but it's going to take almost a year to get it out.
They've got some antiviral medications out there.
No, they're
also
talking about a super duper shot thing. I don't know what the hell they're doing. But I think, in my honest opinion, there is over 1 million cases a day now of this. And it tangles with the flu. Now, they said we were going to have a problem with the flu and the change of weather.
So I got to ask you an ethical dilemma.
Ethical?
Ethical. You know, we talked about the ethics of football yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the ethics of business yesterday, of what do you do? Do you make your team win, even if you bring in a player who maybe is not the best fit for the team? Ethically, if you are not sick, like if you do not know you're sick, but you have been exposed to somebody,
you should test.
Do you quarantine, or do you wait till you have symptoms to go to work?
Okay, this is what DeSantis said yesterday. He says if you've been exposed, do not test. Forget about taking tests. He says the test, all it's doing is driving everybody crazy. But he doesn't tell you that there aren't enough tests to go around.
That's true.
He just tells you it's driving everybody crazy. So that's a nice outfit. If you've been exposed and you know you've been exposed and you don't have symptoms, and you know you've been exposed, your duty is to advise whoever you're with that you've been exposed. Because you're taking choice out of their hands, just like you have choice in your hands.
So that's my question. For people who go back to work to expose the workplace or to expose schools or children, you may feel fine, but you know you're with someone who's sick. Whether it's COVID or the flu, this person is sick. Do you return to the workplace, or do you say, you know what, I'm going to be cautious and quarantine for a few days?
The problem is this. If you are out of work, you lose revenue, you lose money. If people are dependent of you at work, they can be in jeopardy of losing even their job, divisions, job, whatever, money, because they don't have you to be there. I get it. The problem is this. Before you get to that deal, mask up, clean hands, do whatever you got to do. If you still do get sick for whatever reason, right, wrong, or indifferent, and you know you're sick, and you know you've been exposed, you give the other people a chance to decide what they want to do with you.
Yeah.
So let's say that I run into somebody who was exposed, and they tell me I was exposed. Then I have to decide and say, Dawn, this is the circumstance, and let you choose what you want me to do. Okay? Because there are people walking around right now that have no symptoms.
Right.
And they have the virus. And walking around with no symptoms makes you like a bull in a china cabinet, and you don't realize
Because you don't know if in
doing
2 days you're going to have symptoms, and then you've been contagious for those 2 days. But it's a tough situation.
But like I said, I think what they're doing, the CDC right now is in a
They're
bad...
so confused.
No, they're not confused. They're not confused at all. They are in a bad position. They play one hand, they see it out for another, and they can't make that transition. They say now 5 days, mask, no, they can't. What they want you to do is they want you to get this variant boosted and everything else, because then the symptoms are 5 days, you should be good to go. You're supposed to wear a mask for the next 5 days, and then you should be good to go. Herd immunity will work that way, because it's not putting people in the hospital killing you because you can't breathe.
Except, correct, but how many people do we know
sick
that are?
We know one or two.
We know some that are slightly sick. Unfortunately, we have a handful of people we know that are very sick, and they've been vaccinated, and they've been boosted, and they are very sick. I heard of a party, I was telling you the story of, in the medical community, I knew some of the kids got sick, adult kids their age, that went to this party, and then the people that hosted the party got sick, and then I heard 30 people got sick, but apparently it took out an entire wing of the medical community in Boca, because all of these
went to the same
medical personnel were at the party.
Same party.
And they all got sick. So when they had to go to the someone went to the hospital, they were down and out on physicians because all of the physicians except one got COVID from this party.
It's craziness.
And that becomes an ethical situation.
You have to tell and advise people. Let them choose. If I tell you, listen, you're going to come into this house, my kid, it's his birthday, he's upstairs, and he's sick, you got to pick.
Well, would you have the party?
No, but that's me.
I know.
If they had the party for whatever reason.
Now, if you don't know
you have to know.
If you don't know anybody's sick, like if you have a party and everyone comes, you don't know that anybody's sick.
That's a problem.
Then you don't know anything.
That's a problem.
It's an ethical situation.
I would be very upset. You'll see me taking my dog to your porch and letting him do his business because it ain't fair. Now, I got another thing that I saw last night in the news. They take the bloodstream out of the body through this new machine. They feed it oxygen, put it back in the body like dialysis, so that the lungs don't pop. One of the problems with COVID is that the lungs are working overtime to get as much oxygen because you're all congested, you're all frozen, everything in there is like swollen.
Dr. Freddie.
No, I was shocked when I saw this yesterday. And the doctor who did this says this is a breakthrough, but we don't have enough machines. And then problem two, everybody that works these machines has COVID, and they can't get everybody to work the machines.
That's the other side of the coin.
That's the other side of the coin. Now, I am reaching out to Lou today because I heard some news on Monday.
All-County Healthcare.
All-County Healthcare. You and your doctor, that I don't want to say nothing yet because I want to really investigate this thing. And I am going to go send a letter to my congressman because if the news that I found out is true, I'm going to be very upset. Because if they have a way around this mess and we're not using it, that's suicide. And that ain't right. For whatever reason, good, right, or indifferent. I want to check it out before we get there.
It's called interpulmonary.
Are you going to put it out there?
Why not give the information
Because what
out?
if it's wrong?
It's going to help you for something, even if it helps you with COPD.
It does that. That's what it's for.
So I can't make any other false claims, but it does help with COPD. But I don't know what the V stands for. I know it's interpulmonary. I have to look at his website and see. But there's a lot of great medical treatments out there, and there's a lot of great holistic treatments out there.
Yeah, but doing this stuff is super duper.
I know.
And it lets you breathe, where one of the problems with COVID is you can't breathe. Your lungs get fatigued, your heart gets inflamed. You know, you're taking, if you think about how many times your heart pumps a day, and you multiply by 1,000, that's what's going on.
Think how many breaths you take a day.
Too many.
You don't even realize how much you're breathing a day.
And you know that 80% of people that walk straight up do not breathe correctly.
I know I don't. You know how many times I'll go into Tracy or someone and they say to me, breathe. Or someone looks at me and say, breathe. And I'm thinking, I'm breathing. But I'm not really breathing. I'm just...
You're puffing.
I'm puffing air in and out just like a dragon, but I'm not deep breathing for sure.
That's right. The lungs capacity is this big. We breathe this big because we don't breathe. And when you talk, you don't breathe as deeply.
That is true.
And you don't get enough oxygen. It's one of the anatomies. It's funny. I read somewhere that the reason why people in Florida, in the southern states, are taller and bigger is because they breathe deeper than the people up north who breathe shallower.
What happened
and
to
more
me?
Oxygen. I don't know. You're like a mutant or something.
You think people in Florida are taller than people in the rest of the United States?
You kidding me? Absolutely.
What are
I
you
used to think
talking
it was
about?
the sun. You ever seen people in Florida? Look at Haley, Bailey, and Quayle over there. They're all tall except for Alana and
Bailey and Alana and I and Valerie are not.
Bailey and Alana. No, Bailey and Haley are very tall.
Bailey's my height.
Okay, forget about Bailey.
Haley's
tall. But she's the common person I see. Look at Faith Washington. All these women are like tremendous.
Okay, Alana, me, Val, and Bailey are not, but Haley is. So you're at a 4-to-1 ratio.
Look at the males.
The average age in Florida.
It's not about the age.
It's the height?
It's the height.
Older people. He thinks they're taller. What's
Look
your favorite fair
food?
food,
Look at the guys
Alana?
that come in here.
Funnel cake. Funnel cake it is.
Or anybody who eats funnel cake, you're not going to pass 5 feet.
fried Oreos.
I thought you were a health.
You know what I want to do with Alana at the fair? We need to get Anna there and to film her going from the food vendors of her favorite foods, wearing her crown.
She's busy. She's going to be busy.
She'll eat everything at the fair.
Don't you eat everything, because then that's another problem. Just relax. All the mail that come in here, think of one mail, Slick, Mooney.
RK.
He's not from the South.
Josh Squared.
He's not from the South either.
Who's from the South? Who do you know
A
that's really
Floridian.
from the... Do I know any
Mooney,
Floridians?
Slick. Oh, Slick is not from the South either. Never mind, that theory goes out the window.
All right, we're going to take a commercial break.
Jay Harmon is tall.
Jay Harmon is tall. I think that's more genetics than being in the South.
Well,
What do you think? You grow towards the sun?
I read somewhere Caribbean people in the south of the U.S. are taller because they breathe deeper.
That's interesting. And I'm going to laugh at you until we look it up and see.
I'm going to look it up.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. More to come. Give us a call, 888-994-4995. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Jay Harmon, exclusively in the Gallery of Boca. Jay Harmon captures the essence of really creative and captivating mind. Jay Harmon brings light into the darkness on majority of his pieces, using a negative background to highlight the details of some of his looks. I know some artists use white canvases, but he thrives on a black canvas. And here's the kicker. He only uses pencil, colored pencil, graphite pencil, and pencil for his art pieces. Yes, I know it's hard to fathom that these beautiful pieces came from pencil, but yes, they did. And the only way you can experience Jay Harmon is if you come to the Gallery of Boca. Jay Harmon, an unconventional artist with a unique story behind every canvas.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
2020 has been a year like no other. 2020 The Game is an exhilarating board game where players struggle to collect 270 electoral votes and win the White House. All while navigating through the challenges of a global pandemic, an international toilet paper shortage, the invasion of murder hornets, state of emergency lockdowns, and civil unrest, just to name a few. Roll the dice and see what fate awaits you. Purchase yours today. Available at 2020-thegame.com, Palm Beach outlets, Amazon, and Walmart.com.
Attention Florida residents. Is constant water damage from the elements putting holes in your pipes and your wallet? We cut the cost when disaster strikes. You deserve to have your house be a home again. At Triumph, we get you paid the most for your insurance claims. Broken pipes, water damage, and mold? Triumph Consulting covers it all. Call our offices now to qualify for a free house inspection at 954-669-4935 or visit www.wegetYouPaid.com.
Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Is Slick here? This portion of the show brought to you by Gubba Rum.
It's wicked smooth.
Steve, I know it's fried dough. You dodo. I know it's fried dough. I don't know. It's not the
fried dough.
It's not the best thing in the world that I like at the fair. And then they put the white
powdered sugar
on it. Yeah.
You like? See, she's like me. Kettle corn, fried dough.
Kettle corn I like, but it's not.
Not so much hot dogs.
You know what I like? I like the thing on the stick.
Corn dog.
Yep.
Those are good.
I think that Gubba should come with 2 corn dogs. So you eat them, and then you drink Gubba.
Oh, did you see the picture of the martini that I had on New Year's Eve?
I saw you sent it to me.
So
how can I not see it?
My sister-in-law is a great bartender. So apparently that's called a coupe glass. I did not know. I don't know the difference between glasses or not. But that was when we got to her house, she had made everyone an espresso martini since New Year's was going to be late, and everyone needed to stay awake. So since I don't like to mix my alcohols, I had to stay with it. And she had 2 beautiful little espresso beans on top. And here's what she tells me. And Steve,
she actually had 3.
There were 3? 3. Steve, she tells me if you shake it really hard, that's what causes the froth and the foam on top. You don't even need the cream. Just shake it really hard. And that's what all that was. I don't know how she does it, but I got to tell you.
How was it? Good?
Oh, my gosh.
So what do you do with the 3 coffee beans?
You can drink them, or you can eat them. I don't know, or you can just let them soak to the. I did not, because it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. What was I going to do with eating an espresso bean?
No, you didn't drink that at 1 in the morning. You led up to drinking that.
Yeah, we started at like 10.
Yeah. How many did you have?
I didn't even finish that one. I had the one when I got there. It's like the shot, and then that was my second one. But all it was Gubba Gold and Kahlua and espresso. That was it. It didn't have any of the creamy in it. None of the creams or the milks. It was Gubba Gold, Kahlua, and espresso. So maybe I'll try that on Friday.
Well, I had a Gubba surprise New Year's Eve. There's one thing you better know about Gubba. When you drink it, and if you're tired, because I was exhausted that day, you're going to be out. I slept through New Year's, and here's the culprit. I slept right through New Year's. I was so relaxed. I slept like this. I woke up at 1 in the morning like this.
Sitting in your chair?
Holding my glass. And Linda was laid out. I went like this. I woke up, I said, holy smokes, look at the time. And it's the Gubba.
And it's the Gubba. So Steve will be joining us on Friday. When Henry is back in town, he'll be joining us on Friday. Getting ready for our early Gubba weekend. Did you see, this? I thought of you and Gio this morning. The Consumer Electronics Show, the CES show, in Las Vegas is actually happening this year.
It's big. That's a big one.
But now what they're trying to do is keep people virtual. So there is...
Virtual?
Some people want to do this virtual. So there's this thing from Portal. So you can become a hologram, just like they did on Star Trek. Remember that on Star Trek? You can be a hologram, a full-size hologram through this portal, so it looks like you're there. So Amazon and all these big companies and Google, they don't have to physically be there because they don't want, because of exposure, but they are portaling people in from wherever they are in the country.
I don't believe that. I got to get one of those.
A portal.
We'll put a
I've
portal
seen
in.
the small one. I've seen the commercials for the small ones on Facebook. I don't know what company Portal is with, if they're part of Facebook or they're their own company, but they're doing this in hospitals also, so their people look like they're talking to the doctor because they can portal in, but they're not really there. They're just on a green screen.
It's like a panogram, what they call that?
A hologram.
A hologram.
That's exactly what it is.
I think that we should get that, put it in the airport, so when we go on the air, they'll see us and they'll think we're there.
I think it's really cool, don't you think? It's pretty amazing.
I got to look that up. I can't even believe that they got into that scientific knowledge.
They're expecting between 50 and 75 attendees instead of 170,000. They're going to be down to 50,000.
Oh, only 50,000. So instead of having 10 Super Bowls, they're going to have 1.
But here's interesting. Amazon, General Motors, Procter & Gamble, Google, and Facebook, as the parent to Meta, have canceled their plans to be at this conference because of this variant. What does that say?
Scary stuff.
It says a whole lot, right? But they're opening their doors and people are going to still be there. And I'm wondering, I can't wait to see what Gio takes away from this situation, what he thinks we should get, because I know there's more coming.
Okay, so Mr. Gubba says that fried dough is delicious. It kills you, but it's delicious. So let's eat something that kills you. Sounds like Wonka vision.
Right?
Hey, Steve. Okay, listen. Our producer Alana came up with the solution between Delta and Omicron, or whatever the hell it is. The letters missing. The Greek letters missing. 2 letters were removed, so that brings us down to 7 variants. 7 variants that were not deemed super duper enough, so they skipped over them. So there's a total of 9 letters that were not used between Delta and Omicron. But there were 7 variants in that deal.
That they felt were not
Yeah,
important.
because I was wondering what happened to the rest of them.
That's funny. I hadn't even thought about it, but it was really an interesting thought that you had.
Yes, and Alana was astute enough. Is that a word? Astute?
Absolutely. And she looked it up for you. Sounds like Wonka vision. I've always wanted to create smell-o-vision is what I've wanted to create.
I thought of that 5 years ago. And
I know you think of it as scratch and sniff, but I'm thinking smell-o-vision. So you can have all the smells and the taste just like Wonka vision. Absolutely correct. So here's the idea of the day. It's not all about you.
What?
Idea of the day. Realizing you're not as important as you think it can be freeing and liberating.
Who the hell
This is
said
what
that? I disagree with that.
This is what is in my inbox. It is
Okay.
not all about you.
Well, write back and say, nope, it is all about you. It all, and you know, it's funny. Every road begins with a beginning. Some roads have an end. Some roads do not.
So you know what it's really about?
It's all about you.
Your personal shortcomings. Now you may think you've got shortcomings, but actually nobody else sees your shortcomings.
And look who's in the house. talking
Good
about it.
morning to you.
It's all about
Looks like
you.
Israel went grocery shopping.
Israel went to Publix. What did you pick up?
I got green beans,
Green beans.
real fresh.
Wow, thank you.
Green beans.
Ah. Was green beans on the list, Freddie?
I don't know.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
it was.
There's more than green beans in here. Oh my goodness. I love it when we get groceries. Israel, thank you. We've got bagels.
Bagels are good.
Holy smokes.
Where did you get this stuff?
White quinoa.
Quinoa. I don't need that either.
Granola. This is delicious. Maple almond granola.
You know what granola is?
And holy smokes, Israel. There's got to be 10 pounds of green beans in here.
Are they in the stem? Oh. Can we do that Chinese dish? Don't do that.
Why? Oh, these are delicious. They're fresh.
You eat the stem?
What do you do?
You eat the carrots?
I open it. I don't think the green beans inside of it.
Want one?
No, I want to take them and do what they do in the Chinese restaurant. They put salt.
Those are edamame. These aren't edamame. These are green beans.
It's the same difference.
Those are pea pods. Thank you, Israel. Help yourself.
Oh, those aren't pea pods? Those are regular green beans. Well, Dawn is eating her lunch. Thank you, Baba.
Thank you so much. Wow. Look at this. All we need is some butter. You can saute some green beans. Would you eat your green beans raw or sauteed?
I eat them cooked, never raw. I don't like raw.
You never know what's going to walk in our doors.
I know. It's like, wow.
I'm very excited about
Listen,
this,
do
by
you
the
know
way.
that Colonel Harlan Sanders created what company?
KFC.
See, that was too easy. Which Jamaican Tangelo has an unflattering name related to its appearance?
Tangelo?
Yeah, Tangelo. Tangelo.
A navel orange? A navel?
The ugly fruit.
Called the ugly fruit?
Ugly fruit. U-G-L-I. Ugly.
That's a Tangelo?
That's from Jamaica.
Interesting. It's like an orange. Ever seen the navel oranges and it looks like there's a navel popped out like an Audi?
No, I was always wondering why they said navel.
Because it looks like an Audi.
There's a reason there's an Audi and there's a reason there's an. Did we cover that once?
We did?
Yeah. Personalities. You have an innie if you're innie and you're outie if you're outie.
Look at this. Ancient grain granola.
Where was the first Disneyland resort located?
Anaheim, California.
Very good. What is another name for the Irish frame drum?
Steel drum? That's not Irish. That's
Irish frame drum, not the steel drum.
Steve would know this, or Jay.
Well, if you know it, let us know. She looked it up. I know she looked it up because her answer was too. You looked it up, right? You looked it up.
Today is National Bird Day. All right, what else you got? Horoscope of the week.
I got horoscopes of the week.
All right, let's do it.
We have to put an intro to horoscopes.
Okay.
So kind of.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Do the
What's for
porn
lunch?
star or what's for lunch? The porn music. What's for lunch? All right, which one do you want to go with first?
I think this bag of groceries is bigger than me. Is that funny?
Here, we're gonna go with Aries first. That's
Okay.
you. Who else? Somebody else in here has an Aries. That sounds like porn music to me.
Bailey's and Aries.
Bailey and you. For the next few days, you may feel out of balance
Yes.
or experience a conflict within yourself. If so, be careful not to project your emotions onto others.
You should have read that to me yesterday.
I should have read that to you this morning.
Yes. You're a little late on the read.
No, you're a little late on the uptake.
How are they always right?
They are. Chill out. Eat some beans. Who's the Libra in here? Slick? and
Alana.
Ross?
Alana's a Gemini.
Yeah. Slick is the Libra. He's not watching, but I'm going to read it for him anyway.
Haley's what is Haley? Scorpio. Ooh.
All right. You may experience confidence at this time that comes from a good balance of ego, drive versus emotion. I wish he was here. If so, it may be wise to take advantage of this opportunity. He won't even know what that means. Slick one.
Scorpio?
Scorpio, your emotions may be focused now on what role you want to play in the world. If so, look deeply at what your heart tells you about what to do next. It's a good one. And of course, the Geminier. Those with strong Gemini energy can experience a sense of duality from two competing motivations.
True.
God,
That is her.
What did I tell you? It's her. Those with strong Gemini energy can experience a sense of duality from two competing motivations. If you are feeling frustrated by this channel it into your positive activity until the moment passes. That is so her.
Channel it, positivity. I've been trying to do meditations every morning.
Why?
Because I'm trying to, calm myself down and do all the things.
I think I'll get you a bag of peas. It seems to work.
This is all green beans, honestly. Can you even believe the size of this bag?
Pisces, there may be an opportunity now for you to expand your horizons through greater imagination and intuition.
That is true.
However, you should also keep your natural idealism grounded in a sense of reality. All my life people tell me this, but I do feel I want to do something bigger.
Creative.
And everybody says, don't let reality bite you in the, where.
Listen, here's the thing. In my opinion, there's enough reality out there that all you have to do is turn on the TV for a little sense of reality. Or you can be creative and live your best life in your purpose. You can always open that door to reality anytime. It's like the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Remember, you open the wardrobe and you walk into fantasy land?
Yes.
That is what this place is like.
But what does that have to do with my reality?
Forget reality.
Oh.
Dream. Bigger.
Okay. Now, I got a word game riddle because I know that somebody in here likes to play word game riddle.
You want to go to break first or keep going?
No, let's keep going.
Okay.
I'm going to need a break after this one. What is two words put together, two or more words put together, or parts of words called? A word that results from putting two putting together two or more words or parts of two words is called what? No. Not a compound.
I do not know. Judy Herman would know.
I'll give you an example of the word. Brunch, which is breakfast and lunch.
Yeah.
Smog, which is smoke and fog.
Ah. Linner.
And dramedy, which is drama and comedy.
Interesting.
What are those words called in the English language?
I do not know.
Oh, you don't know?
I don't know.
And the brain doesn't know. Who is the word?
Starts with a P.
How do you know that?
Palindrome? No, that's like a forward and a backwards.
Jesus, she's good. It's a portmanteau.
Wow.
Portmanteau.
She's smart.
She's too freaking smart. I don't believe it. I don't believe that at all. She must have looked it up or something.
Like Linner.
Yes. What's
Lunch.
it called? A portmanteau. It's a portmanteau. Portmanteau.
All right, let's take a
Hold
commercial
it.
break.
If you use your right hand, what part of your brain do you use? Is stronger?
Your left.
And if you use your left hand, what part of the brain is stronger?
Right.
So why does an ambidextrous brain use both?
You do.
But which part is stronger?
Which are you more dominant on? More creative or
Okay.
more analytical?
I'm going to give you it again. Right-handed, left-hand brain. Left-handed, right side brain. Ambidextrous.
Uses both.
But which is stronger?
Your more dominant hand.
Ambidextrous.
Means you use both, but most people have a more dominant side.
I'll give you the answer to that when we come back from the commercial.
All right, let's take a quick commercial break. Let us know the answer if you have. If you want some green beans, I got a bag full. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. The distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Proudly distilling out of West Palm Beach, Florida, Lost Harbor Spirits is a true treasure waiting to be discovered. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
Hi friends, join Kids and Capes with Bree
and Allie as we find out about kids we know giving back and making a difference all around us.
Friendship, bullying, and all things kids really want to talk about. Even topics you might be a little scared to share with your parents.
We will keep you up to date with the news kids really want to know.
And we will always give tips on how to make our world a little bit brighter.
Now on with the show.
Always remember peace,
love, and kindness.
Once a professional musician, artist Steven Zwirn uses his creativity through multimedia artistic expression. His compositions use acrylic paint to create 3D masterpieces. Steven's fascination with brilliant colors and intriguing patterns with jewels and rhinestones entices the eye with color and dimension. For more information on the artwork of Steven Zwirn, contact Steven at 914-656-9060 or stevenzwirn.com.
Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. Listen, we have a couple of producers that are going back to school.
Yes, we do.
Haley's going back to school, Central Florida.
Very grateful that she came back for a couple weeks to help us out, for sure.
Continue her degree.
She'll be back, right, Haley? She'll be back in a couple months.
And I think that all of a sudden we have an artist in here. She could do comic strips. You should see that stuff she's doing.
It's amazing what she can do. Bailey is incredibly talented.
Unbelievable.
That's you.
Look at this.
That's you.
She is, and she just started that today.
Yep, right before we went on air. That's incredible. She's incredibly talented. So more to come. One of the great things we get to do is see the unique talents of all of our producers and interns that come through our studio. They teach us as much as we teach them.
Well, you asked me what my goals were. And my goals is to find out what you can do because I want to see it. And I want to highlight it. And I think that the greatest show on earth. I went to the zoo one time in my, not the zoo, to the Ringling Brothers of Baldwin Bailey Circus. One time in my life. One. And when I went there, I sat front row. I don't know how I got these tickets. I don't know who bought me the tickets. Maybe I took Freddie there. Maybe that's how I got that. I don't know. But I'm sitting there and I'm amazed at all that they did and the timing of everything they do. But, a clown is a clown. Puts on a face, big shoes, wah, wah, But what they did with the elephants and the tigers and the lions and the bears, what they did with the people up in the trapeze, oh my goodness gracious.
That's what they say, lions,
So
tigers,
I
and bears.
learned that day, that particular day, I said, I want to see what everybody can do. And that's my goal.
One of the greatest gifts we get to do every day is to see what our crew brings forward.
That's right. All of the ingenuity.
Yeah.
And creativity. And that's the new world order because that's what you're going to need more of.
You know what I found out yesterday, which I never knew? 12 Days of Christmas, right? Ellen does a huge 12 Days of Christmas of giveaways leading up to Christmas. I never knew until yesterday that the 12 Days of Christmas is 12 days from Christmas on, not before Christmas. So tomorrow is actually the 12th day of Christmas, which is Three Kings Day. So I never learned that.
And it's funny because you guys celebrate, the Jews celebrate the 8
Hanukkah
nights
is for 8 nights.
For the oil.
Correct.
And Catholics celebrate the 12 days because Catholics had to have an extra 4 days for whatever reason. But the King's Day in the Caribbean, in Puerto Rico, was as big of a holiday when I was growing up as Christmas. They used to give a toy to us every day for King's Day.
From Christmas on?
Like you do for
Hanukkah.
And I have a feeling that somewhere down the road is where that came from.
It's really interesting. I never realized that 12 Days of Christmas came from that. So tomorrow's the 12th day of Christmas, and we still have our tree up, and then after tomorrow, our tree will come down until next year. But it's pretty cool. A lot of interesting information. You know what I think happens? Everyone gets so muddied in the stories and traditions of what the box looks like, of what different religions teach, that unless you actually go in and learn other things, you'll never learn self-improvement.
Well, Christmas is supposed to be the act of giving, not receiving, and usually it's for children. So you sort of make it a holiday for them. I remember growing up as a kid, man, I loved Christmas. I used to get toys like this. I don't even want to open them.
You have not even opened them. I have to say, I cannot believe.
I got to tell you this. And Linda will verify it. There's a box of candy there. I will not open it.
So I should just get you the boxes.
I will not open it until somebody else opens it. And then I will open it. I have this phobia of never wanting to open anything new.
Your
like my socks. You notice that? I have not taken those socks out of their package.
That's why you haven't opened your gifts?
Correct. So I figured. So Slick said to me, do you want me to open it? I said, I didn't say nothing because I didn't want to tell people I get this phobia. If you buy a pack of cheese and it's closed, that pack of cheese, as long as I'm around, will not open until somebody opens it.
Is it a phobia or is it a superstition that you won't open things?
I grew up this way. Now you see the boxes have been there, what, 2
2
weeks?
weeks? Yeah.
And I haven't opened them.
I was wondering why.
Because I don't open anything new.
And at first I would think you didn't like the gift, but yet one of them you bought yourself.
Don't you see that I keep it in my path?
And then the other one you've been asking for 7 years. So I know it's something you want, but yet
I don't open it.
The box is still sealed.
I would like to put it on the train set on that table over there.
Alana won't let you.
Why?
She likes it clean.
It's a train.
She likes it clean. I don't know. We could put it right over there, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to
I
find
have a
place.
small table over there.
We'll have to. We do. Well, I got to see how big we're going to make it. We do have a little table.
You do a little train. I would love to have the train over here. Oh, that'd be even better.
So
Okay.
maybe we'll put the train right there on your table.
And you put the rock'em sock'ems in between them because it needs a little space.
We got another table in the back we could maybe use.
No, the small black.
So that's really what it is. It's in. I wonder if it's like new kids taking a tag off. Did you not get new things at your house when you were a little kid?
I grew up thinking that the tag that's on a pillow, that you couldn't remove that.
Yes, they do say that.
It says a federal offense. It's a federal offense for whoever's shipping it, not the end user. I looked it up. So if I'm shipping this tag because I had to go interstate, they had to tax the pillow in each state. So they didn't want the pillow's tag removed, so they knew the origin. So if the pillow was made in Washington, D.C., it ends up in Texas, they count the states it goes through to tax it.
Interesting.
And then you can cut it off. But I grew up never disturbing an unopened box, whether it's food. Okay, I will never open a box of iced tea. So Linda said to me, the iced tea is there. I go, I know. She says, you haven't had any. I go, I know. So now she knows that she opens it. She might not take one, she just opens it, and then I...
You are an interesting bird, I
don't
must
know.
say. Today is National
I'm
Bird
not
Day. You are an
Australian bird.
interesting bird, like the kookaburra sits in the
kookaburra.
old gum tree. Interesting. Wow.
You don't have any kind of, crazy things
Superstitions?
Not superstitions.
Yeah, like I won't walk under a ladder, or I try not to step on a crack. My mother told me don't walk in a handicapped parking space, all these superstitions.
You never parked in a handicapped parking space?
No.
I have.
Park. She told me to not even walk. And when you cross through the parking lot, she's like, you
If
shouldn't
you're
even...
going in the store and the only thing open is that, I'm going in there.
I won't.
Why? If a guy comes and toots the horn, I give it to him.
What if you have to go into the store?
I'm not going in.
Who's going in?
I'm dropping somebody off. No, I would never park.
Yeah, no.
I would stand.
I would not do that. Interesting.
Do you stand in a fire zone? In front of a store, it says the yellow line is fire zone, do not park?
No.
Costco?
No.
You don't stand? You don't send somebody in to get something and come back out and wait?
No.
Outside? No? Boy, I do it all the time.
I usually run my errands by myself.
But that's
Park
the
and go
problem.
in. Park and go in. When I'm on the weekends, last night, after we did all of our shows, then we did shows last night, and then we talked to clients in between and everything. Then I was on the phone last night until 11. I said to Chuck, I can't talk to you anymore. I said, I just need to turn on the TV and go to sleep, because we had been talking since 8 o'clock in the morning. It was now 11. Do you ever get tired of talking?
No.
Really?
That's what I do for a living.
Interaction and talking, you never just want to be in your space?
Absolutely not. What space?
Your space in your head.
No, that's a scary place.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that? I like it when people come. I'm hoping that we can talk to some people that I have on the list of people I want to call.
We got a lot of people to call. Actually,
I wanted to go to 2 o'clock, but your agent says I can't. It's against your contract.
It's against my contract. Yeah, contract negotiations are underway.
But I'm going to come up with another scheme from 1 to 2.
All right, I'm sure you will.
To make it more...
More to come. Alana, how was the board for you today? She got through it, though. Nice job.
Hey, Alana, did you ever find the tip of the day? The, what do you
Kindness?
call it? The kindness words of the day?
You are stronger than you think.
It's on the bottom,
You are
somewhere in
better
the
than you
middle,
think.
and it has dots. You can't miss it. It's in the full board where the dots are.
You are better than you think. Ready to wrap this up?
No, let her look.
Only Kendra.
Oh, maybe I shortened it. Maybe I shrunk it. Ugh, okay.
All right. There you go. Thought of the day. You are braver than you think. And there it is.
Now hit number 1 on that. 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 1 That's the way you do it. How is that? Thought of the day.
You are
braver
than you think.
And it's funny because you just said something. It's not about you, and it is about you.
Well, what they said is it's not about your shortcomings in life. You may look and say, I don't have hair, I walk funny, I don't exercise. Well, people look in the mirror, I've got a pimple, I've got wrinkles.
Don't say that.
You don't, but people do. So you think people notice your shortcomings? Only you notice your shortcomings. Other people do not.
Isn't there an old saying that says, if I want your opinion, I'll pay for it? Isn't that like a saying? No, I'll pay for it. Because you know I ain't paying for it.
You're going to ask for it?
No.
You don't ask.
No, I don't ask. I don't care. Your opinion is none of my business. How's that?
Yeah, that never makes any sense to me either.
Your opinion is none of my business?
Your opinion of me is none of my business. Really? But it's of me.
Yeah, but your opinion of me is none of my business. Keep it to yourself.
But they don't.
But it's none of my business. I'm not listening.
So this is the
What
year of
was the
kindness.
word swerve? I'm going to have a glove made with the word swerve.
They're laughing.
So you're going to go, talk to the swerve. Used to be talk to the hand. Talk to the swerve. Why?
Doesn't work like that. Step off.
Hey, talk to the swerve. And if you don't like it, talk to your sister, the hand. No. You see, I'm using that P word, the paramanabda, and combining two. Talk to the swerve and the hand is swervy.
Swervely. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Be safe. Be
What is
kind
it,
to
you're
each
not
other.
amused? Not
I'm
amused?
very amused.
No? Why are you jumping with 5 minutes to go on the show? Where are you going? You have to catch a bus. Does Dal need a bus to catch?
No, it's all good.
Are you leaving?
Apparently not.
No. You have to do something?
No.
You have to go to the bathroom? She needs a pee break. That's what it is? Ah! Got it. All right, don't be late. We'll see you mañana.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light, bathing me in drops of ink that gleams across my body. Wish you could unfreeze my heart and we could fly